My name is Crypto Bitcoin Chris. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please go ahead, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is all entirely my opinion. Always do your own research. I want to encourage everybody to, again, smash the like button. Even if you find anything useful that I've talked about in the past month, go ahead, please like the video. Trying to get some more exposure. YouTube's kind of changed things around a little bit, so I need more likes and more comments. So jumping right into the markets. Also, thank you to everybody that's picked up the Ledger Nano S hardware wallets. Links in the description to the factory. It supports the channel. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, basically, the bottom fell out at about 6 p.m. Central Time. Drop down to around 30 or 7,300. Right down here, if you have your candlestick chart still, I talked about a few other day ago. You can see this is a reversal pattern, so hopefully we move higher. If you don't have those charts, you can go follow me on Twitter, CryptoBTC_Chris. We definitely need Bitcoin to hold here, not fall much lower. However, possibly some bad news or realistic news, I guess, is that there's quite a few people that are real successful traders who feel like we could be in a bear market for the next few months, 3 months possibly. So just keep in mind that this may not end anytime soon. So we'll just have to see what happens. Obviously, in a second in crypto, that can change with the news. If China opens up as far as cryptocurrency goes, if a bunch of institutional traders come in, institutional money, so anything can change, but it's definitely looking like the downtrend will continue. I want to thank everybody that signed up to be a patron. I've got actually 24 patrons now. One pays in crypto. I'm at about 30% of my goal. Really just want to touch on the fact a lot of people that come into the patron group really come because they want to change. Whatever they've been doing in crypto, if you're hold mentality, like if your strategy is just to buy and hodl, if you bought anytime in the last 5 months, you're down right now. So if we have a couple more months of this left, I just got to a point, where I just didn't want to continue to lose money. And so I had to figure out, well, what I have to do. I've got to adapt to this crypto market. I kind of use the analogy, it's kind of like getting on the train. It's kind of like getting on a train. You can get on the hodl train, and it's going to take you down the track. You're going to get to your destination. Eventually, cryptocurrency is going to take off. Everything's going to, 10x over time, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is. Everyone's going to make a lot of money. We're all in early. That's amazing. But me, I wanted to drive the sports car. I wanted to, make my own decisions. I want to change lanes. I want to, take the route that I want to take. So I want to be in the driver's seat. So I started learning, how do I trade? How do I make just a few moves? Like, I don't make a lot of trades. My favorite is just following these mainnet, testnet, possibly white paper. I want to know that the news is going to happen 2 weeks from now that's going to push the price up and people are going to buy accordingly. And so really, my patrons, I just kind of communicate, here's what I'm doing, here's the trades I'm making, here's my exit strategy going in, here's where I'm going to start taking profits. Obviously not financial advice, my opinion, but it's what I'm doing. So far, it's been working real well for me. And again, I just have to thank everybody for becoming a patron. The Tron. Okay, so Tron's had a good day today. I'm about 50% of my portfolio is in Tron, so it's real top heavy with Tron. But Tron has obviously followed this uptrend. It's been up and down all day. It was up to 1020 at one time. It's kind of got rejected because the bottom fell out of Bitcoin. And that's where taking profits of Tron. I'm going to start taking profits at about 1050, 1,050 Satoshis with Tron. So I'll start scaling out. So maybe 10% pull out at 1050, another 10% at 1100, another 10% at 1150, and so on, and just kind of scale out slowly. When it gets up to 1250, that's kind of the target zone. Maybe take 20%, and really, keep a stop loss. I don't have stop loss yet, but it definitely would be smart to probably set a 25% stop loss. You don't want Bitcoin to plummet, and obviously Tron will falter fast if that happens. So And again, everything like this is communicated with patrons on an ongoing basis, just to kind of help them learn the ropes as far as that goes. So EOS is another big holding I have. It's 35% of my portfolio right now. We've got this trend line. EOS is basically bouncing into this trend line repeatedly. The more attempts that it hits this trend line, the greater probability that it will break through and move higher. My girlfriend, she got into crypto. She did really well. She bought XLM at like 3 cents. She's just kind of that hold mentality, but the market started going down. She just doesn't want anything to do with it. So when I logged into her account to kind of move things around a little bit, and I just realized, it kind of dawned on me, because it's been about 2 weeks since I manipulated or made any trades with her account, kind of moved things around, and ICX was still there, and ICX got hammered. I sold ICX, I sold Ontology, I sold Neo, a lot of my core holdings that I'm going to buy back, but it just made me realize, like, man, this Tron is not moving. It's not, been a miracle. It's not up 70%, but what it isn't, and it's not down 50% either. So kind of made me realize that Tron and EOS, this latest, trade, these 2 trades that I'm working in right now, as far as the mainnet launches, have been pretty successful already just by minimized losses. So looking for EOS to break out mainnet launches on June the 2nd. This is VEN, VEN. Looking for an entry point here. This is Fibonacci retracement. It gives you an idea on where to set your buy-in. So you start from the top and you move to the basically the low. You actually use the wicks of the candles when you use this. But if you look, this green level right here is 50% retracement. You want it to be pulled back about at least 50%. Sometimes down here, if you can get in this red zone, that's going to be an amazing price. A lot of these coins will retrace 75, 85, even 100%. So again, if you were just to hold through this, you might see all these gains and never realize any of the gains. It's really about taking some profits. Bibox. So this BIX, it's an exchange token. Really what catches my eye about this is the chart. If you look, you have an uptrend, and then it goes downtrend and then consolidates for a length of time all the way through from March and April, and then it slowly starts to move higher. So this chart actually looks really good as far as that goes. I don't own any of these tokens yet, but again, long-term holds right now are not really the buys that I would recommend making. Definitely not what I'm doing. This is Twitter. So I tweeted about Golem. It's a great project, in my opinion. It's simple terms. It's sharing computing power over a decentralized network where users can earn money by lending their PC rendering power to someone else on the network. So here's a quick YouTube video just showing what was rendered on Golem.
It's just a matter of time.
I'll actually start the video so we can go to a bigger screen.
It's just a matter of time. This is a processor. It executes small tasks at breakneck speeds. There's one in your computer, your phone, and your smartwatch. You don't need to know how it works. You only care that it's fast. Golem is fast. And here is you, needing to simulate a neural network. But your little computer just isn't up to the task. But if you connected to Golem, you could simulate neural networks, sequence DNA, render complex imagery, or whatever you need to do, in a fraction of the time. Let me show you how it works. Golem is a distributed supercomputer. It taps into a global network of unused computing power, and it's decentralized. This means that no one owns it, and anyone can use it, even you. When someone has a job for Golem, it automatically finds the best computers available for the job and pays them for the power they provide. One of them could be your computer. That could be your money, whether it's training artificial intelligence or rendering physical models. Golem scales with the task, and it's all made possible thanks to the Ethereum blockchain. What's more, developers can tap into this network by building apps on its platform, creating infinite possibilities. So get ready. Golem is the future of computing. It's just a matter of time.
So really just a great idea for a coin. I've seen amazing computers spend hours and hours and hours rendering some of the graphics. You could use Golem, do it in less time, and amazing quality. So definitely wanted to bring that up as well. As far as other tweets, tweeted about Tron pumping. I was excited about that. I woke up in the middle of the night just off random, and Bitcoin just pumped, just up to 7,600. That was at the point in time, it was pretty exciting. Also wanted to encourage everybody to get Coinigy and start learning basic charting. You can take a picture and you can post a link. Try it. Use this downtime, literally the market's down, to learn more about this system you're dumping all this money into, these cryptocurrency. These charts speak for themselves, but you have to learn the language. Someone gave a reply, they said, "Oh, are you saying that these charts said that we're going to go down for the last 5 months?" Yeah, basically. Everybody was talking about it, and here I am just kind of holding. Let's see, I'm going to hodl, even if it goes down, it's okay. Like, I don't really know what I was thinking at that point. Let's see, as far as, okay, so also I tweeted a couple chart patterns. Why are chart patterns important? Remove all your indicators, momentum indicators from the charts, everything else that might make your chart less clear, and look at the price action. You'll actually gain more insights into actually what happens in the market. So this is just a basic chart. An idea, you triple top here, which typically leads to a big downtrend afterwards. Bullish flag, price channel pattern, which is this is an ascending channel. So again, like these charts definitely give you a lot more insight. Also, bull flag. Here's what a bull flag look like. It's a run up, the flag, and then a continuation of the run up. Bear flag, again, flagpole, consolidation, and then a downtrend or a continuation of the downtrend. Just a few little things you can pick up. If you make a few Satoshis here and there over time, it adds up amazingly. 7,000 subscribers. Thank everybody for watching. We hit 7,000 subscribers. Everything's going amazing with the channel. This is about an article about trust tokens, Raphael Cosman on True USD, fiat peg stablecoin, and the Binance pump. So stablecoins, particularly those backed by fiat currency like the US dollar, are a hot topic in today's cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin has recently caught up with Raphael Cosman, Chief Technical Officer and co-founder of the Trust Token, to talk about the company's new USD peg stablecoin, its relationship to other stablecoins like Tether, and the price spike following True USD's listing on Binance. So the Trust Token platform deposits the assets into a fiduciary partner's escrow account as collateral and then creates tokens that are equal to the value of the asset. For example, Trust Tokens smart contract is designed so that we do not mint new True USD unless a corresponding amount has been received from the market makers in the escrow account. The tokens are available 24/7 for low-cost trading. Generally, our policy is that redeemability leads to stability. The value of a True USD token is that can be redeemed for $1. There will only be as many tokens in circulation as there are dollars in the escrow account to collateralize the tokens. In the long run, this feature precedes price stability, since the price will return to $1 as long as the token continues to be redeemable. The biggest thing here is Tether. Is they arbitrarily print tokens to meet demand, which is a model that's not necessarily trustworthy. What True USD is doing different, Tether's proven the demand for the stablecoin. There's over 2.5 billion, and you can watch. I mean, there's definitely a correlation between when money enters Tether, when Tether increases in price, Bitcoin will drop in value a lot of times because people obviously, especially institutional traders, use it constantly. It's surprising how many people come into the patron group and they've never used Tether. They've never tethered any coins. And it's a very, very important as far as keeping, if the market falls 20% and you're in the market, obviously you use 20% on average. But if you have it in Tether or True USD or another stable coin, you don't incur that 20% loss, obviously. So it's not really a gain, but if you were in the market and going to leave your money in, I look at it like definitely you saved yourself a lot of money. So wanted just to touch on stable coins. Ripple XRP goes viral with new announcement and a wave of adoption. So Kuwait's biggest Islamic leader will announce it will join RippleNet. Kuwait Finance House will join Ripple networks of banks and payment providers and use the Ripple's blockchain to lower the cost to improve the speed of cross-border payments. I've had people message me and say, Chris, we know you don't like Ripple. Yeah, Ripple's not blockchain. But if you can make money off of it, maybe, that's good enough. My thing is this, with Ripple, this article says Ripple XRP goes viral. So if you're a holder of XRP right now, you're excited about this. No, what they're going to use is RippleNet, which is very centralized, has nothing to do with XRP. So my frustration is a little bit of the deviation between the two. These news outlets confuse the two. People confuse the two. You see all this Ripple news everywhere, and XRP is not going up. And this is why. Because RippleNet is actually the more successful of the two at this point. So again, I just wanted to clarify that. This is John McAfee. Well, listen, actually shout out to Jack from Twitter. He always sends me some really good content, and I just want to give a shout out to him. He sent me this from John McAfee. We'll listen to this real quick. If we can get it to play. Might have to come back to it in just a second. Real quick, so there's a ton of these EOS countdowns, wallet EOS.org for claim token EOS, and the name's obviously Eastern European. So again, you go to this website. I see a lot of these attached to my tweets, and you get attention, MetaMask, Ethereum, phishing detector. There's so many sites right now that are trying to take advantage of these mainnet token swaps. I saw one was on Medium, and it walked through and it said, if you're new to crypto, we're going to walk you through it. And in the walkthrough, it actually says, go ahead, go to your Tron tokens, send 5 Tron to this address, then check this link to see if it was received. If it was received, the token swap is going to be good for you. Then go ahead and send the remaining amount of your Tron. Here, we're going to swap the tokens and send them back to you. If you're new in crypto, you're and it's on Medium. It looks like, and we'll talk about Medium in just a second. It looks like a legitimate platform. It's really hard to, maybe you don't know it's a blog type platform. So you really have to be careful as far as what's out there on this internet. It's pretty crazy. People are taking advantage of newcomers into crypto. And this is kind of what made me want to start this channel. I wanted to kind of reach out to everybody and make sure that they advanced in cryptocurrency a lot faster than I did. I cost a lot of money to make the mistakes that I've made. And so I just wanted to kind of move things along at hyperspeed. I don't know if Mr. McAfee is going to work, so we'll move on. Let me try one more time. There it is.
Good evening. We need to consider what we've been doing with cryptocurrency. Many of us have been taking the coins, investing in them, and doing nothing with them. Well, ask yourself, what would Bitcoin be if no one used Bitcoin? Bitcoin would be worthless. It wouldn't be worth 8 cents. Neither would Ethereum, or Monero, or any. We have removed ourselves from the purpose of cryptocurrency, which is to provide functionality. Few of the new coins are actually being used for their functional purpose. Docademic is one. Why? It's healthcare. Healthcare is costly. It gives it to us for free, so yeah, we accept that, we use that. But what about other things like outings? The coin that did not do so well because instead of using it for fun, for its intended purpose, we hoarded it and tried to trade it and make money. Surely this is not the purpose. Any coin that is not used for its intended purpose will ultimately have no value. Please understand this. start to use the coins that you have. They have a purpose. That's why you bought them. Thank you.
Now, I agree with some of what he said. Obviously, most of us aren't buying cryptocurrency to use that specific coin. In some cases, if you're, I've obviously bought coins and used them, but mainly Bitcoin. Most coins don't even have use cases, but I think the key here the point I take from this is it's real important that we support blockchain. Steemit may not be as good as YouTube for us, but again, just going on and posting some comments, and I have a Steem platform or a Steemit blog where I post my videos, and again, it's just really to support blockchain. If you go over to Steemit, search for me over there, and really, just like the Brave browser, basic attention tokens, any of these coins that you can use, I just encourage everybody to support blockchain through the use of these cryptocurrencies. So Elastos, want to talk about ELA real fast. You'll notice it's $38.87 a token. Circulating supply is only 5 million. Total supply is about 40% higher than Bitcoin. So again, it's going to be a higher priced token. The chart looks good on this coin as well. It really looks like it's due for a pop here soon. Again, we obviously have everything's contingent on Bitcoin at this point. So what is Elastos? Elastos is a company which is building a new kind of internet using its technology, in which people really own their digital assets and will generate real wealth from these assets. Biggest objective of Elastos is to create an internet in which users will not need third parties anymore to watch movies or play games. The company will be a decentralized platform for decentralizing application. Elastos wants to help create an internet that will be all about P2P exchanges of apps. When you click on a site's URL, you will get code instead of data. The code will be run directly on your own computer at home. This will be the basis of the Elastos web. How does it work? Elastos is an internet browser which is planning to use blockchain to create an alternative web which will function using code instead of data. Elastos will use its own ELA tokens as a cryptocurrency to pay for the services of accessing files all over and over. You will be able to use your ELA tokens to pay to access movies and games. Token sale or initial coin offering has already begun and will last till the end of January. I'm trying to think when this was written. Bitcoin, they also have an airdrop. I don't know if it's passed yet. If you own Bitcoin, you'll be eligible for the airdrop. Elastos, you're going to get one Elastos token for every one Bitcoin you hold. So at 30 something dollars a token, if you own a couple Bitcoin, might be worth it. So then after I read that article, I understood it, but I really want to emphasize Medium. Medium.com. I talked about it today in with my patrons. Medium is it's kind of a blog style website. It's got a really good format to it. You get a lot of good information off Medium. So Elastos is the world's first internet operating system, uses the internet as a base layer infrastructure rather than an application. The Elastos approach emphasizes that network communications to be separated from application computing and prohibits application programs from direct access to the network to eliminate most viruses and attacks, especially DDoS attacks on the internet. Elastos has open sourced tens of millions of lines of source code, including more than 4 million lines of original source code. Elastos facilitates new generation of universal apps running anywhere, such as on VR headsets, Internet of Things gateways, game consoles, phones, PCs, TVs, cloud servers. Programmers can use any 3 languages to develop applications. Elastos has a distributed operating system runtime to guarantee end-to-end security and integrity across the internet. Elastos is decentralized across the internet, utilizes blockchains to authenticate user IDs, application IDs, as well as machine IDs to build a flourishing ecosystem. Anybody may freely implement their own markets, social apps, search engines, location-based services, advertising agents, and so on, while being rewarded with Elastos coins. A lot better article here, a lot easier to understand. Again, if you haven't checked Medium out on a regular basis, it's definitely a go-to of mine. So a Matrix AI network, a meta union has been launched between Matrix AI network, Elastos, Trustnode, A-Chain, and Aurora. The Meta Union Alliance members will work together in their technological research and innovation efforts. So pretty good. Elastos and Bit Game partnership. Again, this is a space where partnerships are important. And then again, this is just kind of to go through. You go to Medium and you search crypto, and you got stories on anything and everything you can imagine. Amazon, the biggest threat to Bitcoin right now. Mastering Shiz Coins, the poor man guide to getting crypto rich. Like, there's just a wealth of knowledge and information, a ton of good articles. If you Google, when your Google searches, a lot of times Medium will come up. But my name is Crypto Bitcoin Chris. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please go ahead, smash the like button. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below, hit the bell for notifications. You guys are amazing. Have a great night. Oh, I'm going to be traveling tomorrow. Not sure if I'll be able to get a video out, just to let everybody know.